My name is Advick Goose. I'm from the planet Alka-Seltzer, but don't bother trying to find it though, because it's an entire universe away. For the last decade, for reasons which often elude me, I've chosen to travel in time and space in the Weasel, a vessel piloted by a mysterious furry miscreant known only as Dr. WHeasel. Sometimes there's danger, sometimes there's adventure, and sometimes I just want to go back home. Throughout it all, Dr. Weasel tackled everything with a cheeky grin and a rakish bravado which never faltered, even in the face of the most impossible of odds. That was until we had to go back to his homeworld and confront his people, the Time Weasels. Which is what I need to talk about now. I have to talk about the day the new Dr. WHeasel arrived.
Fleeing from the planet Galloway and the rest of the Time Weasels, for once the gravely injured Dr. WHeasel's outlook is unnaturally bleak. Can stalwart companion and junior flyboy Advick Goose pull his coals out of the fire? Or have the ongoing arguments voyages finally arrived at their terminus? In Dr. WHeasel and the Screams from the Deep, Part 1!
Okay, I've dialed the number, Doctor, and put it on speaker for you. Are you absolutely sure you shouldn't be lying down somewhere right now, in your condition?
I need to do this, Goose. And thank you. Sometimes you're almost tolerable as a companion. Ah, hello there. Look, sorry to call from our future without warning, although not that far forward in your own personal timeline.
Really? I'm supposed to take it at face value that my future self is calling me on the Weasel secret hotline?
Have you ever given this number out to anyone else?
Aside from those athletes at the Rutherfield Sex Olympics, no.
So, the only other person who knows this number is yourself. Also, I know you'll have confirmed the caller's biosignature, so let's just cut to the chase. Dr. Weasel, sweetie, I need you to go back to Galloway and sabotage the Weasel Research Center. Again.
But last time I barely made it out alive. Not to mention the Time Weasel are going to be pretty PO'd to see me there again, and to say the very least.
Yeah, they were, but you know the alternatives. We're the universe's apex predators, and if we get the keys to the cosmos, it's lights out for countless civilizations.
So you're absolutely sure this is something I have to do right now?
Yes, given that I've already done it, it is.
Unless this is one of those redundant timeline paradoxes.
Well, yes it could be, but I'm pretty sure this is actually the main timeline. And I'm just giving you the heads up because...
Hello, Dr. WHeasel. I've brought the tea and... Oh, sorry, you're on the phone. When has the Weasels had a phone on the exterior shell?
Shh, Advick, please. Doesn't this violate the third law of time?
You'll never get that right. It's the second rule you're thinking of.
Shut up, Goose. Although, for once, he's technically correct. The way I see it, Doctor, after everything I've just done, and you're going to do, I didn't think the universe would mind too much.
That's slightly more reassuring, I guess. And think we're a happy universe, eh? So, when do I need to set off?
I really don't think we should be travelling anywhere at the moment. I mean, Dr. Gilbert said the brigade leader won't be out of the infirmary for at least another week.
Sounds like Advick's arrived with tea and news on the brigade leader's condition.
Yes, Advick is here and... Oh, you mean right now, don't you?
Dr. WHeasel, who exactly are you talking to?
Yes, sorry. I would have preferred to have given you more time to prepare for what's coming, but for the first time in, well, forever, time is not something you've got anymore.
Okay, in that case, I'll fire up the Weasel. Look after yourself, and, well, you know.
Oh, don't go all weepy on me now. Remember, I'm the one who's mortally wounded. Be you... earlier.
Doctor Dr. Weasel! Don't die on me! Oh, after those time weasel wheezers hit you, it's a wonder you even lasted this long. He's not breathing, and I don't like the colour of his pelt one bit. But maybe there's still a pulse or... Good to see even dead, Doctor, you're still able to give me a nasty shock. Cold as ice and stiff as a board. I guess this is what happens when your people die, eh, Doctor? No use crying over dead time weasels. I need to find a way to lend the wheezes and get on with my life.
Emergency Protocol 1 activated. Hello, Advick, old friend. If you're seeing this projection, then the worst has happened. Either the brigade leaders found out about what I've been doing with Entity's tax affairs and had me court-martialed, or more likely, I'm dead, or close to it, and unable to rejuvenatize. Buttocks. If it's the former, get me a good lawyer. There's a card on my lab's notice board. If it's the latter, then good news. This projection will have triggered the Weasels' emergency escape overdrive, and the ship will return to the closest safe...
What was that? The console's flashing. Error, overdrive program corrupted. Oh, Dr. WHeasel, you could never do anything right. And I've got to fly the Weasels manually. Oh dear, honestly, how hard could it be? I just need to press.
What in the blue blazes was that racket, David?
It came from over there by the storage crates, Professor Ranmore. Is that a portable toilet? Don't remember portable Kazis normally smoking, though.
Unless my eyes have finally given up on me after all these months at sea. I think it fell off a helicopter or something.
Wouldn't we have heard the chopper? We best hose it down in case it ignites.
As if we didn't have enough random nonsense already. Go on. Activate the pumps.
Hello? Do you know where I'm...
Sorry, Paul. Didn't realise it was occupied. Wait a minute. Who the heck are you? You're not part of the project team.
Look at what he's wearing, David. That's no British accent either. Maybe he's a Soviet spy.
Spy? I work for the British government, as you can... I appear to have misplaced my entity pass. I had it earlier. Or later. Sorry, I get so confuddled with all this hopping about the timeline. Do either of you folks happen to know the current year?
Year? Entity? Government? Of course! That's no ordinary public toilet. I bet it materialised on the rig out of thin air.
The year's too much trouble. Do you know what this planet's called? I'm rather hoping it's Earth.
Which planet? He's no commie spy. He's a flippin' alien, Professor.
Aliens? Communist spy? Oh, this must be Earth's Cold War era. I'd hazard a guess at the late 70s by your clothes. And am I on an oil rig?
Oh, that clinches it for me. David, allow me to introduce you to Dr. WHeasel, Entity's top secret special scientific advisor. I've had you some sort of benevolent extraterrestrial, ultra smart, hides it behind a facade of buffoonery.
Dr. WHeasel? No, sorry, you've mistaken the...
No need to pretend with us, Doctor. This whole North Sea platform is a UK government secret project. Thanks for rushing over so quickly. I guess that travel capsule of yours is rather faster than a helicopter.
Capsule? Oh, you mean the Weasels? Yes, although her steering's beyond wonky. Wait, you're expecting me? I mean the Doctor?
Naturally. Although, I only put a call into Entity HQ before lunch. Spoke to a Sergeant Wilkins, who said you were out of the office, but he'd make sure you'd be with us pronto. He wasn't kidding.
Oh, I see. So sorry. I need to decompress for a moment. We're in the North Sea, on a drilling platform, where you're conducting some kind of experimentation, and you need help, generally from Entity, but specifically from Dr. WHeasel.
Got it in one. Sharp as a whip, this one. Come, Doctor. let's head inside, and once you've had a warm drink and into some dry clothing, I'll explain more about our problem.
Ah, tea. There's nothing more restorative. Thank you, Professor Ranmore. And for this splendid orange coverall too, Mr. Davison. At least we won't get lost in any fog.
Think nothing of it, Dr. WHeasel. Now, let me officially welcome you to Project Tiamat, which simply is an experimental North Sea geothermic station.
Geothermal energy? That's a non-polluting alternative power source derived from subsurface thermal energy, as I recall.
Exactly! So, you can see why our work is so important for Great Britain. Sure, there's oil in the North Sea, but one day it'll run out. For the nation's future energy security, it is essential we seriously explore alternatives.
We used an enhanced geothermal system, EGS for short, which means we pump high-pressure water deep under the seabed where it gets superheated. This intensely hot water returns via another pipe, which we use then to drive a steam turbine and produce electricity.
Clean, efficient, quiet, and renewable. Ticks all the boxes.
But why are you this far out to sea? Could you do this better on land?
Potentially, yes, under conventional circumstances. But you see, my research uncovered hitherto unknown, incredibly intense pockets of heat, relatively closer to the surface than anywhere on the mainland, covered with the freely available water. And the Department of Energy were almost begging to fund Project Tiamat.
Oh, superb, but you'll forgive me for asking. Why did you need Dr. WHeasel?
We need you because we think our drilling woke something up underneath the seabed.
What horrors have Professor Ranmore and her team roused deep beneath the North Sea? Will Advick be able to prove himself an able substitute for Dr. WHeasel in the coming crisis? Or will the valiant Goose soon be sucked under by the currents of the mind-bending terror ahead? Navigate the answer by setting course for Dr. WHeasel and the Scream from the Deep, Part 2!
Dr. WHeasel is a Weasel Telly Audio Enterprises production, starring Randolph Weasling as Dr. WHeasel, Goington Goose as Advick Goose, and featuring Joe Scott Darrell as Professor Terry Ranmore, and Connor Darrell as Dave Davidson.